So my camera cut out on me. I have Copenhagen long cut, and you guys better be packing one right now because I'm way ahead of you. So Copenhagen long cut, I'm gonna be doing a review on this bitch. It's fucking great. I love it. So to start off, well, I'll do the sniff test just so you guys can all see this. It smells very like it's has kind of a salty and bitter smell to it. I don't mind the smell of straight at all of long cut. Sorry. Whew, smelling it, it buzzes you. Damn. Yeah, it's like a salty and bitter smell, and a very prominent tobacco. Like, you know when you sniff like a wintergreen or uh, southern black, any kind of dip. You know how you can kind of like there's that subtle tobacco smell behind it. It smells exactly like that. Like just the straight tobacco smell though. And honestly, when you throw it in, I find it packs really nice, and the pinchability of it is great. It packs well. The pinchability is great. Like, just so you guys can get a good idea of how it packs. Like that's the last of the dip right there. But it packs when it's a full tin. It packs really well. Because once you get down to like the last pinch in a tin, I find like what usually ends up happening is like you're packing it and then you end up just doing the finger pack because there's not enough to actually pack it down properly. But the pinchability and packability of it is really good. And when you put it in, you don't get floaters. Like it just sits right there solid. I find anyways. But it's a great dip. Like I love it. It's when you put it in, there's a very strong salty taste to it. Let me just yeah, very salty and a bit of a sweet taste to it. It's a great dip. I love it. Like I would not recommend anything else besides like if you're looking for like a just a normal tobacco, like something that doesn't have any flavor to it, I'd definitely recommend Copenhagen over Stoker's, Grizzly, or Skull straight. I don't think they make long cut. I don't think Grizzly makes a long cut, just a straight old long cut. But I found like the straight dips have a very sweet and raisiny taste to it, and I'm not a huge raisin fan, so like I don't eat raisins or anything too much, and I don't really enjoy like the raisin taste behind it, so I usually try and stay away from the straights. And I was dripping straight for a while because the local convenience store that sold it to me when I was underage, well, that sells it to me when I'm underage, they only had straight. They didn't have long cut, they didn't have snuff or anything, so I was dipping straight for a long time, and I got sick of it, and so that's why I've moved on to this and snuff, because snuff also has the same kind of taste. It's a lot harder to pack though, and to pinch, because it's a very, very, very fine cut. So if you're new to dipping, don't go with snuff right away. Do not do that. And I'm not talking about the snuff. No, I'm talking about like Copenhagen, the one that you pack into your lip. And I'm pretty sure they're the only company that I've seen that makes a snuff. I haven't seen Grizzly snuff or Stoker's snuff. None of that shit. So if you have it down in the States, maybe go ahead and try it. But personally, I've never seen it up in Canada, or at least in Ontario. That is, I haven't gotten dip from any other provinces. So that's just what I've seen personally. But Copenhagen long cut, great dip, packs well, pinches well. And when you throw it in your lip, it just sits in that one area, as I said. Like, it doesn't, like, I don't know if I said this in this video or the last video, but it sits right there. And it doesn't float all over the place like I know some dips do. Like, they start breaking apart and you get floaters. And I know new dippers, they do not, like, as soon as they get some on their tongue, they turn white and they start feeling sick. But this, like, just to get the feeling of it, okay, you do get a bit of floaters from this. I don't even realize it anymore, but yeah, but new dippers just like take a smaller pinch than what I have in, but just throw it in and keep it in that one area so it just sits there, and you'll eventually get a pocket, and you can do larger and larger dips as you go along. But as I said, why I stopped dipping straight is because I don't like the taste personally too much. And also, just I dipped it for a long time because I couldn't get flavors, and that's the big reason why I stopped dipping Copenhagen wintergreen, because I dipped it almost every day straight from grade 11 until like halfway through college. So I got sick of the taste of Copenhagen wintergreen. Oh, some asshole's talking shit behind my back, but that's what I say when I fart. Yeah, I do it. Yeah, oh, Canadian dippers do it. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Fuck you. I know. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, so I just stopped dipping wintergreen and I started moving on to long cuts and snuff. And I mean, you can't get the only I have Copenhagen I live in. I eat, sleep, and well, not eat, but Copenhagen's my go-to brand. If I want something good, like a good dip that I can rely on, I always go back to Copenhagen because I know everything they make I love. But I just got sick of Copenhagen wintergreen, so I ended up buying a log of it at the reserve, as you guys have seen in the previous video, but no, not previous one, the one before that. But I didn't I got it again, and I'm really gonna just try and mix it up because you can't get mint up at the reserve. Like Copenhagen, you can get extra long cut, snuff, long cut, straight, wintergreen, and Southern Blend. They don't have mint there. Apparently they don't get it from the store that they go to down in the States, so I'm just waiting for them to be able to get mint again because I love that dip when that was in Ontario. Copenhagen mint was my go-to mint dip if I wanted a minty one. So, back to the long cut. Grab it, buy it, and if you don't like it, well, if you're in the States, $2-3 that you just spend on a dip that you don't like, so don't be complaining about, oh, you made me waste $3. Yeah, if I bought it and I didn't like it, I'd be wasting, if I bought it from a corner store, I'd be wasting fucking 22, so don't even bitch at me about that, because dipping up in Canada is a lot harder for money anyways. But I'm going to give you guys a video tomorrow. Well, I'm going to film it tonight, post it tomorrow. But it is Skull Snooze. And I know I chirp Skull a lot, but it's the only company that makes snooze that I can find. Like Copenhagen doesn't have a snooze anyways in Ontario, but I got it mainly for work because I didn't want to have to worry about spitting all the time, especially when I have a mask on. So, like a dust mask, it's just hard to just fucking pull that up and spit whenever you need to. So I got this mainly for work so I can throw one in. And there's a very specific way that, well, the way that I was taught that you have to pack it, so I'll show you guys that too. So I'll be doing a Skull Snooze review right after this video, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. But yeah, but I have a story about when I was dipping wintergreen in high school. There's this guy who smokes, fucking chain smokes. Like, he went through easily a pack or 2 packs a day. And one time he comes in after having to smoke and he stinks. Like, he reeks. And I mean, I pull up my 10-net packet and whatever, and I throw a dip in quickly and I close it up, and you know when you open up a wintergreen, it just smells everywhere. And he looks at me and he tells me that my dip stinks. And I literally looked at him, and I looked at a few of the other guys at the table, and I'm like, okay, who here thinks that this dip stinks compared to him? Nobody. I'm like, who here thinks that he stinks from just coming in after that dart? And everybody was like, yeah, he does, that does not smell good. I'd rather smell the Copenhagen wintergreen over that. And yeah, it's a very strong smell, the wintergreen. I know that because I dipped that for so long, and I know as soon as you open it, it's fucking everywhere. It's hard to get away packing that in class and high school and shit because everybody smells it around you. Even in college, if you pack it in class, everybody around you can just smell the wintergreen. So, yeah, as I said, go grab yourself a tin, try it, leave in the comments, let me know if you like it or not. It's an acquired taste. Like if you haven't been dipping for a long time, you probably won't like it. But if you've been dipping for a long time and you've tried all different kinds of dips, you're probably gonna end up liking Copenhagen long cut. I mean, I tried it once and I fell in love with it immediately. Anything by Copenhagen I love. I haven't had a bad dip from Copenhagen yet. I just find that they're very conservative, like with their taste to tobacco ratio, with all their flavored dips, and I don't have a problem with it at all. I just stopped dipping wintergreen because after doing it for so long, it gets old. It really does. So that's a review on Copenhagen long cut. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as you know, keep on dipping. See you later, guys. Peace out.